Hello, happy Sunday, my sweet little lamb chops. It is Sundays with Summit. I don't know, we don't have a theme song, but I might make one up for us. I'm Coach Megan. I work with some of the clients who are being coached by Summit Health, and I am here today to talk about protein. Maybe you have a love-hate relationship with it, or just a love-love. Just a hate, but we're going to talk about the nitty gritty that goes into protein. Now, before I get started, I do want to be clear that some of the sentences I am saying today, because I have it written down, because I would prefer to hear from somebody who is talking about something that they know about instead of just off the top of their head sometimes. So to keep me going in an organized fashion, I have written down what I'm going to say. But some of the things I say, I did find on a couple of different blog posts. I can link to those at the end of this if you're interested in reading those blog posts yourself, if sometimes hearing the words isn't as useful as reading them. I can definitely do that for you. I just wanted to let you know that, I'm not stealing these things, but I did borrow them from somebody else who has also done the research. So, we are talking about protein, and maybe it's your favorite macro, or maybe chicken breasts haunt your dreams. Either way, we're here to discuss exactly why we ask you to eat as much of it as we do. So let's talk about what protein is and what the benefits are. First of all, protein is a macronutrient, like a fat or a carbohydrate, but it's protein, and it is 4 kcals per gram. So, digging further into protein, at its most basic level, it is an organic compound that is made up of large molecules, which are in turn made up of a long chain of amino acids. Protein is essential for all living things, especially as a structural component of bodily tissues, like the liver, kidneys, and biceps. Protein is made up of 22 amino acids, of which 9 of them are known as essential because our body doesn't create them. So we have to consume them in our foods. So your first thought when you're thinking about protein might be those bodybuilders who spend their days chugging protein shakes. And that's not wrong, but it's really simplifying what protein is. When you use your body, your muscles, you put those muscles under stress and they will break down, which is why protein is important. Eating protein, which is broken down into amino acids in the body, allows you to rebuild those muscles into bigger and stronger versions of their previous selves via a process known as muscle protein synthesis. So if you use your body at all, if you do more than just lay in your bed all day, I suppose, you need some protein in your diet to help keep you healthy and feeling strong. So maybe, what is the other thing I said? Oh, and protein is also essential to keeping your organs functioning and keeping your immune system working well. So it's not something that needs to be skipped, right? And here's another thought. Maybe you've heard on the internet that you can consume too much protein. And what we're told is that too much protein can be hard on our kidneys. One of the main functions of the kidney is to help with nitrogen removal. And nitrogen is a fundamental component of amino acids, which are the molecular building blocks of protein. But most of the studies that have been done are not done on healthy people eating a balanced diet. So you've heard that, you can eat too much protein, you can damage your kidney. Those studies that they're being done, they're not being done on people who are eating a well-balanced, healthy, lifestyle diet. And so they're not the most accurate for us. So eat a healthy diet, get some movement in, enjoy things in moderation, and you're going to be okay. So the other thing, sorry, I'm saying so a lot. I don't know. Just ignore it if you can. Eating a diet high in protein when dieting allows you to feel fuller while eating less overall calories. And this is where the magic really starts to happen. Protein signals a hormone released from the inner lining of the GI tract called CCK. Now, I did look up the long word of what CCK is. You're more than welcome to do it. I can't pronounce it. Cytokinetic kinesis or something. It's not right. If you know it, you're welcome to make a video saying it for us. That would be useful. which sends a signal to your brain telling you that you're now full. So that CCK can send a signal to your brain letting you know that you're full and you need to quit eating. Protein's also like super tasty, right? Chicken, steak, seafood, sign me up. So one of the things that's really interesting about food is that even though food consists of calories, it requires calories, it burns calories in order to break it down and consume it in your body. It's known as the thermic effect of food. And when you eat protein, you're actually burning about 20 to 30% of the total caloric content of that food in order to break down the food you've just eaten. It's like eating Inception. It's like, I'm eating and I'm burning calories and I'm eating and I'm burning calories. It's yay. So it means that when you are dieting and eating a diet that's high in protein, not only does it help you stay full for longer, but it helps you burn more calories overall than you would if you were eating a diet equally as high in fats or carbs. Protein might be the one macro that is the most undereaten in our modern world. It's much easier to find fats and carbohydrates. So when you start eating protein at a higher rate, you might start to feel stuffed in the beginning. But this is normal because protein is more filling than carbs and fats. And a lot of the questions we get sometimes are, how much protein should I eat? So we often suggest that you eat 0.6 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. If I weigh 130 pounds, I should be eating 130 grams of protein, give or take. That being said, if you're just starting out being coached by us or trying to increase your protein intake and you weigh 300 pounds, we're not going to recommend that you eat 300 grams of protein a day. That would be too much. So we would maybe recommend that you have, we don't always recommend a goal weight just because sometimes your goal weight isn't actually what your body should look like or be like. And anyways, but something within a goal weight range and go off of that. So if I were starting out, when I started out, I weighed 200 pounds and I ate about 160 grams of protein a day. So something that allows you to be looking at, a goal weight range, what would be a healthy amount of protein to eat for the day. So that's what I have on protein. I know that kind of went fast. If there's any questions that people had, I can do my best to try and answer them. Otherwise, you can always watch this again to get a little info on protein. If you need suggestions for protein food types, I think we probably have some in the group, but we can also start a thread talking about different proteins, things that we're not always thinking about, or ways to just increase protein consumption. Throw some egg whites in with your eggs, put some collagen in your coffee, all of those little tips and tricks that we could give you. Have Instant Pot chicken ready throughout the week so that you can toss it into your soup or your salad or your sandwich or whatever. But again, I'm Coach Megan, and I just talked to you about protein and its benefits and some of the great things that it does for our body. And I hope that you have a fantastic Sunday. Bye.